It's July.
Yep.
Hey, everybody.
Hello.
It's Frank and Ant.
How's it going? 4th of July passed. That means summer's over.
We didn't do any June shows.
No, I don't think so.
No, there was a lot that we had events and traveling and a whole bunch of other stuff. So here we are in July.
Yeah.
Good stuff so far.
It's been an eventful summer so far. And a lot has been going on. A lot of music to be released. I just played in the city last night over in New York for the 3rd annual Bon Scott tribute. It was an 80th birthday bash for Bon Scott, his estate.
Boston Baked Beans. Boston Baked Beans as well.
What?
80th birthday bash for Bon Scott. There's so many beans.
I was trying. Listen, I'm trying to articulate myself right now, and I don't know why I'm having a hard time. I don't know why I'm having a hard time. You know, it's just.
I think you did great. I just noticed there were so many bees.
Yeah, well, I mean, 80th birthday for Bon Scott. I mean, well, obviously there's a lot of bees. There's 2 bees already.
Yes, but it was great. It's a beauty. You're chilling out right there, right in the shadow of the Empire State Building. Yeah,
I mean, and I know, Frank, you always tell me to take footage, and why is it that I feel like I'm cutting out? I have to really be on top of this thing?
No, you sound fine over here.
I know you always tell me to take footage and all this stuff, and I try to document as best as I can, but it was really difficult for me to do that yesterday because I can't really speak before a show that, I'm going to need my voice, every last bit of my voice for it. Like all of yesterday, for instance, I was on vocal rest. I didn't speak at all throughout the day. I woke up, I didn't speak for a good 5 hours after I woke up, and I only said what was absolutely necessary. And then once I got to the show, I mean, obviously you can't just not speak at all, but I wasn't really socializing much. And the people that I was with, the other singers, they understood. They weren't really speaking a lot either.
Nobody was speaking to each other.
Nobody was speaking to each other.
We got Kyle is here. He was not at the show, but he's here tonight.
Yes.
Kyle, you ever been to the cutting room for anything?
No.
It's been around for a while though, right? Because
I think so. I've never been there before.
It's a nice place.
Yeah, I saw what you were posting. It looks real. It's an old school theater.
It looks like it was.
Right.
It needs to fix its air conditioning.
Oh yeah.
Not cool enough. But Anthony did great. I streamed his performance. I did that up in the balcony on my YouTube channel, and then I did a little a pre-show something on Instagram. I think you saw that.
Yeah. Yes. Yep, I saw that. Yeah.
I gotta say, so for me, it was an experience because I was asked. I got an email about it. Actually, it was an old email. I haven't really been good at checking my email. So when I was over at Joey's, my producer, to work on some new music and film for another song of ours, I was, I had a lot of free time. So I was actually going through my email, months long, there was just months old emails in there. And I found this Bon Scott email from January, and I'm like, yeah, I'll jump on stage. 5 months later, sure, I'll jump up on stage. And he was like, oh, sorry that, the slot has been filled, but I said, but you still, if you want, you can come out. I said, yeah, absolutely. I was planning on going, and then a week before the show, he had sent a message saying, actually, there's a slot open for Girls Got Rhythm. And I'm like, oh, damn, what do I do? And I kind of had this feeling, you know what? Just take it. Take the opportunity to go out there and perform. I was nervous about it because I saw the people who were on the bill. First of all, this is Bon Scott's estate. All right. So it's an actual official tie to Bon Scott. And then also you have people like Corey Glover of Living Color who's performing, Constantine, who was, he's done a bunch of Broadway stuff. But he was also on American Idol. I forget which season he was on, but there's a lot of people, a lot of singers that are just veterans in the are just really involved in the New York City live music scene, whether it's like Broadway, the rock scene, whatever. And I'm like, damn, you know, I know these, like, and then I looked at the old videos of like the years past, and I'm like, shit, man, these singers are good. They're fucking good. I'm like, I'm out of my depth.
That's one thing I always remember. I remember going, really taking in whenever we would go out to a rock show or even those couple of times that we went out to the 80s nights at Canal Room.
I'm going to tell you something about that.
These singers are, the New York City is filled with fucking top-notch rock voices,
Yes.
strong voices and shit like that. And you just like wow yourself every time you go out. It's like, wow, why isn't everybody huge? You know,
yeah. Well, Steve Brown, who is one of the singers, he sang a couple of songs last night. I was talking to him, and you know, he's done a ton of shit. But one of his things, one of the things he was talking about, how he was singing for Rubik's Cube for
Rubik's.
A bit. So I told him about. I said like, yeah, we would see them all the time at the Canal Room. He goes, oh yeah. He goes, I joined a little bit after they were playing the Canal Room a lot. And you know, but they all know, like, he knows Paulie Z. He's another singer in the New York City scene. That's just like. He also plays at NAMM all the time. This is a guy. There's so many amazing singers that, like, you hear them and they've done a bunch of shit. They've got a lot of credits working with like the Trans-Siberian Orchestra, or this one played for Styx, play guitar for Styx, or whatever. Like all these these gigs and shit. But like they're not as like notable as someone like Steven Tyler. But but they could probably. I'd put my money on it. Like, with the way they perform, they could put a lot of mainstream artists to shame. They're so good. They are so good. Like, you know, and it's because there's a constant grind, and that's the thing. I think that's why it's important to do that, to do stuff like what we did in the city last night, because it gets perspective for a whole other side of the music industry and being a career musician, to see, like, you know, because for the most, like, a lot of these people, this is they're doing this as a lifestyle thing, you know. And
it is a lifestyle,
but it's their work, right? And they're going to work.
Exactly.
Got to go to work. Everyone's got to go to work.
Exactly. Right? That's a whole thing there too. Yeah. And you want to talk about lifers. I mean, they're not paying their rent unless they get a couple of gigs a month.
Right.
You know, that's something that is both romantic and also very stressful to think about.
Yeah.
Very stressful.
You know.
Because, you know, I'm sure that a lot of people on that stage last night, they're living in that on cloud nine, and they're doing what they're doing. But when you know, after they get out of the shower and they sit down and whatever, they assess what they're doing the next day, and they look at the bank account, I'm sure that there's a couple of people sweating it out, but it's all right.
Yeah,
it's all right. You have to. You can't do one without the other. And that was cool. I will say something. Anthony, I talked about this a little bit this morning on my morning stream, and I'm just curious about what you thought about this. But I'm sure you went down to the bathroom, and as soon as you opened up the door, you saw. What did you see?
The man standing there?
Yes.
That just was relentless in washing my hands. And
Wait, there was an attendant
and squirting my hands with soap.
Anthony and I did not talk about this. Anybody who was watching my morning show, we did not talk about this.
This guy. He was
Kyle,
one of those,
a bathroom attendant.
He was a bathroom. I said that. Yeah. He's a bathroom. So what?
What do you think about bathroom attendants in this day and age at a rock club? I understand something that's a little bit more black tie, bougie, 5-star. But what do you think about that?
So I am uncomfortable no matter the occasion. They
so
shouldn't be there. I don't need the mints. Please stop.
It's very uncomfortable.
I don't even want to go to the bathroom with anyone else.
And it was uncomfortable because I was drinking. I was drinking a lot.
Oh,
drinking a lot of water.
Voice. Yeah.
I was as soon as I got there a couple of hours earlier than the doors opened. I got there probably around 5 o'clock, and I was immediately started slugging water. Immediately started drinking water, a lot of it. So I kept going down there every 20 minutes, and he was just like,
I was fresh out. Now, Kyle, I was fresh out of cash because when I got in there, I don't bring any cash with me really.
Most people don't
too
anymore.
much.
Yeah.
But I had $21 on me. And I got in there, so I saw my parents were there. Anthony's lady was there. I was with my buddy Jay. We got in there. I went up to this table that they had, and I said, you know what, give me a whiskey sour. And I put the full $21 on the table. I said, throw that into it had to at least cover the drink. I know that it's exorbitant, but 21.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I didn't cut it for tips, but still. So I'm out of cash.
Okay.
At that point, I said, okay, my drink has been ordered. I'm going to go take a leak. And I open up the door, and he's standing there like a Victorian ghost. It was like Ghostbusters. You go into the library, and there's the woman there with the book, and shh. It's like, why are you here? I immediately I got almost like startled, and then the next thing in my head was, why are you here? Now I feel horrible that I'm not going to be able to tip you.
Yeah.
I mean, he's doing his due diligence too. He's got a mountain of ice in every urinal.
Oh,
and
that was another thing too. Why was there ice in the urinals?
That's to stop. That's to not only help wash things through, but also to prevent splashback. It absorbs it, and so he's freshening up.
So
the ice.
He's going to the bar, getting the scooper, going down to the basement to the bathroom.
He's the best of the best. But anyway, I'm standing there. I go up there, and I'm not making eye contact with him because I'm not going to be tipping him. And so I go over to turn on the faucet, and he's right there squirting the soap in my hand. I'm like, thanks, brother. And I
hey man, actually, I'm not going to be able to tip you, so let me just do it myself.
So now that's all washed, and then he's right there with the paper towels. And thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thanks, dude.
And then I just have to kind of like shoulder my way out. And I said to myself, not here. Not here.
I mean, maybe I don't belong to a country club, nor have I been to one, but maybe there, or like you said, a black tie event, or if you go to like a Villa Barone or something, or like something like an event like that. It's common.
Yeah, well, that's what, and then it reminded me of this scene from Deuce Bigelow.
Raspberry Paprika.
Furiously plunging.
You know what's funny? I was just thinking about this today, actually. I don't know why.
Not your candle?
Well, I'll tell you what I was thinking about.
Now that's good, Binka.
That's good, Babinka.
It is good.
I was just thinking, I don't know why,
man.
but I for some reason and I haven't seen that movie in so many years. I don't know what prompted the thought, but I thought about the scene where Deuce Bigelow's asking his father about man whoring, and he said, his response was, I was just thinking about this the other day. The idea of a man whore is a relatively new thing. And then for some reason I was thinking about that scene. I'm like, why didn't I think it was funny years ago? The real funny part about that line is that why was he just thinking about that the other day?
So it's so oddly specific.
Why was he just...
And then it goes on to talk about that, but then he goes on to reveal to Deuce that his mother was a prostitute.
Right.
So that she chose me. Didn't he say something like that? She chose. Oh, now I have to go find it. But before we get into everything else that we have lined up for tonight, and we have a wonderful chat room full of people that are already hanging out with us. Deuce Bigelow, mom. Let's see here. Hold on a second. Deuce Bigelow. Shit scene?
Huh.
The shit scene. Okay, hold on.
There's shit everywhere.
This was Frank and Anthony yesterday.
Just yesterday.
Yeah.
Thanks. How's it going?
Pretty good. Hey, Dad, let me ask you a question.
What's that, son?
Do you think it's wrong for a man to accept money from a woman to, show her a good time?
Yeah, I was just thinking about that this morning. The idea of a man whore is a relatively new idea. Cologne?
No thanks.
These women are looking for something more than just sex. They want romance.
What do you mean?
Well, it was like when I met your mom. God rest her soul. I didn't have so much as a toilet to clean. Still, I wasn't going to pay her a dime for sex, no matter what she was charging.
What?
Well, your mom could have had any man she wanted in that strip club. And this being my first time in Bangkok, I was looking for a good time myself.
You met Mom where?
It's not important. The thing is, she saw something in me. Beyond the 200 baht. A man with an eye for adventure. Who wasn't afraid to risk it all.
Dad, are you saying that...
The
So
strain.
we took all her $1 bills off the stage, said goodbye to that donkey. And 2 days later, we were man and wife. And we were happily married. Long time.
So do you think I should be more of a risk taker?
Worked for me.
Now here goes
Thanks, Pops.
the line.
Well, son, looks like I've got some work to do.
I don't know why. All because of that damn bathroom attendant last night. I've been thinking about this movie nonstop. It looks like I got some work to do. And he's just so proud about it. You know, we need that kind of pride. We need that kind of pride again.
We need that kind of comedy again. What happened?
Yeah.
There's not like I haven't seen a movie that has like a dialogue like that in a while.
My second favorite character is, of course, the detective. It better be.
Yeah.
He's so self-conscious. Anyway, so I had a couple things I would love to go through before we get into the topic of aging rock stars. I have a bunch of photos. The last time you, Anthony, me, Kyle were together, we were talking a little bit about our time at Ruff Ryders, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Now I found a folder of all of the Ruff Ryders photos that I took while we were there. I don't know if I had others that have been deleted since, but still, let's get to them. Okay, so the first one up, that's me doing college work. It was our last semester in college.
Yeah.
You know, we were just getting started. This was in, well, there you have it right there, February 11th.
Mm-hmm.
I remember we were there for a Super Bowl Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
What's
yeah,
this? There's
Yeah, there we go.
There's
that
me and
might
Kyle.
have, that might have been the Super Bowl, was it? February 11th?
Siri, when was the Super Bowl on 2007? No, February 14th. Oh, no, 2007. Siri, what day was the Super Bowl in February of 2007? You stupid bitch.
Confused?
I don't know. Super Bowl February 2007 date. Let's see here. That was February 4th. So it was exactly a week later.
Okay.
Okay.
It was exactly
But
a week
we
later.
were going weekly.
Yes.
We were going on Sundays back at that time. I think.
Absolutely.
That might have been the first time. I think the first time we went there was on Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah, there's Anthony.
Right.
You, Kyle, Anthony, very distinguished.
Yes.
There's the guy we were working for. There's Grizz, falling asleep, just having a good snooze. There's Kyle and Keith.
Yep. And Anthony in the background there on the board.
Oh, yeah. We got to bring Keith back. I can't wait till he's back up in New York again. There's Greg.
Oh, the man.
There he is.
He was the main engineer over at Ruff Ryders Studios.
Just slept there under the tables.
He was such a cool. You know, it was funny. Like I think he worked at Motown before he went to Ruff Ryders. He told me.
Oh, really?
So he was like around like big name acts, like bigger than Ruff Ryders, and they were huge, right? He was so nice to us.
He was great.
He was always like really humble and would teach us things. And Greg was a good dude, man.
There's
Kyle. Hopefully still alive.
Hopefully still alive.
Yeah.
There's Kyle and Keith. Of course, these are all taken on disposable cameras, so we have exposure and issues. But this is a very romantic way of taking pictures back in the day. You don't get these anomalies anymore.
No, these are action shots and
in my bedroom.
Yeah.
During one of our writing sessions.
Yeah.
This was 2 years after.
What an awkward pose.
I know. It's a little gangly. little gangly.
The fuck is going on there?
I know. There you go.
Holy shit!
Again, in my bedroom before I sold those congas.
Oh, you got rid of those?
Oh yeah, I got rid of them a long time ago.
Yeah, I mean,
we were hard up for cash.
so I think this photo is when we recorded those 4 songs. We recorded the drums and the scratch tracks because that's my
Yeah.
laptop.
Yeah.
And I remember bringing the laptop with the rack. Yeah, there's the rack under that like nightstand thing. of
That was a
yours.
rack that was used in Anthony's room as well for when we would do our Zidalza broadcasts. That's what you guys probably repurposed it for
No, I
that
think
project.
I think what we did was we took inventory of what we all had. You had the drums, and we just used what we had, threw it in a pot, and said,
Hey, that and this drum set is in the other room, by the way, which
Yeah.
is
Look
again
at that.
why it needs to be replaced.
yeah,
It is just it's too
Yeah.
old. It's done such great
Well,
work.
it's over 20 years old.
Yeah, it was. I bought it in 2005. It was the floor model at Guitar Center.
right.
So I've had it for 21 years now.
right.
It was manufactured.
Probably even earlier than that.
Yeah.
is what you're saying.
There's
Yeah.
Anthony feeling it.
Yeah, there's
What
Pro
was it?
Tools. Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, we
Was
were
I
recording
singing?
some shit.
Oh, there's my Hall ass. The 4 asses in
Oh
the
yeah, I remember
in the
that.
dump truck. Anthony's feeling it again.
The hell am I doing?
Oh, look at me.
No, maybe we're playing it back. Maybe.
What the hell's that face, Frank?
Well, because you couldn't hear anything.
Maybe perhaps that's it. I look frustrated. I look. All right. Taking a break.
Oh yeah, that's a good one on the producer's couch.
Yep.
Back at Ruff Ryders.
Oh,
of
there you go.
course.
Me and Keith.
Yeah.
2007, fresh faced. We all look like babies.
Yeah, yeah.
There I am, probably disappointing somebody on the drums.
I remember when they stuck you in that corner
Yeah.
instead of putting you in the booth.
Well, there's no reason to.
Oh, right, because of isolation. Sure.
yeah, there's
sure.
no
Yeah,
reason
yeah,
to.
yeah, there's no reason. to.
Once they went to acoustic drums, they put an acoustic set in there. That's when they brought in the real drummer. And then
For one song.
No.
yeah.
He didn't play. So, first of all, they being a producer they hired outside of the group
Joe
to make a
Smith.
sound, right? And that drummer played an E set too, which was just the pads.
it was hybrid, right?
It was hybrid, right? That's
He
what I'm
had,
getting to.
Yeah, he wasn't it? It was real cymbals, right?
Real cymbals on pads with the drums were the pads. They
Right.
weren't like the mesh heads like he has though. They were like those like silicone black whatever.
yeah.
And that was for a song that I guess everyone believed was going to be like they were really trying to push that to be something that was going to
Right.
be like a single. And I've never heard that song. We've got a lot of stuff that
Right.
we've got a lot of stuff from those sessions, but that's the one that I never heard ever.
I don't know whatever happened to it. I think he
Yeah.
was. I mean, I could say this. It's been 20 years, right?
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
I think it was like Joe's price was like $5K a song or something back then, and he was doing like 4 or 5.
There's no way he was not paid.
No, he was probably the only one who was getting paid, and those musicians who drove up.
Oh,
that
yeah.
took us to the diner that time. But
Thank you, everybody, for the. Thank you,
yeah,
Bill Cooper,
yeah.
for the compliment on the pants I was wearing. I used to almost whenever I could wear the pajama pants, I would, and they would usually be plaid pajama pants, and sometimes of the Dallas Cowboy variety. So that's all I really had to
Well-
offer anybody at the time.
But let's put it in perspective why we were dressing comfortable. We would get there at like 11 a.m. or noonish, right?
Probably earlier.
And then stay till what time in the morning?
I don't know. Well, I had some. Late
I remember
nights.
some late. I had some late nights.
You guys had later nights than me because I was not a part of the project
Right,
the
when
3
you-
week in.
Well, I
when he
remember.
brought
I
that.
remember. One
Right,
in
right.
particular. One time in particular, we were there. We were there for 9 hours just waiting for a Guitar Center run. Like someone went out.
I remember that.
For like they went to the Guitar Center in Manhattan.
They went to Midtown Manhattan to get like a patch cable or some critical like 3-foot wire the studio wouldn't work.
And when
without.
that
It was
when
so
that
crazy,
happens,
yeah.
you're just eating Jamaican beef
Yep,
patties all
yep.
day.
And drinking McDonald's coffee.
I remember
and going nuts.
having no money and watching Grizz eat like a fucking king because he always had a gigantic baseball-sized wad of cash in his pocket.
Yeah, I remember.
And
Yeah,
everybody's eating at the bodega down the street where if you have a $5 bill, you can eat like a king.
Yeah,
You just take
yeah.
5 pounds of rice. You have 5 beef patties. And, how many times you just want to be like, Grizz, can you buy me a beef patty? I didn't have shit. I didn't have a nickel to my damn name. But hey, everybody in the chat room, for all the chat rooms,
Yeah.
we only have, let me see, how many things we only have 34 votes, and we have about 100 or so people watching on YouTube. We have X amount more over there on pilled.net. Get over into the YouTube, the Playhouse YouTube, and vote in that chat room poll. Here's the poll. When should legendary performers call it a career? Number 1, A, it's play until you physically can't. 2, when fans stop showing up. Or 3, don't retire, reinvent yourself. Now, hopefully we can open up the lines later on and hear what you guys have to say, or see maybe the best or the unexpectedly best shows you ever saw from perhaps aging stars who reinvented themselves or did something. That would be awesome. But please go over there and vote. It would be a wonderful thing to pull from you guys later on. And there you have it. Okay, so that's all that's all I had on that.
Just thinking, the idea of asking Grizz to buy you beef patties. It's just funny.
All
I mean, it was like 12 hours, 9 hours of like,
you think. It started becoming apparent to me that we would never get paid.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, like, wouldn't it be nice if he gave us a substantial lunch,
or just a crayon to eat or something? A used crayon.
Oh man, those beef patties look so good.
What about beef patties? And it was beef patties and cookies too.
Beef patties, he would buy. Yeah, because you can get 3 nice soft baked chocolate chip cookies, 3 for $1 in one of those nice little sacks,
the little corn bodega sacks,
and he had it all. He never spared himself one creature comfort.
That was an interesting experience, right?
Yeah,
we were like the help, right? I mean, don't get me wrong. It was a great experience for me. I don't want to speak for you two.
I loved it. I loved it.
All experience is a great experience.
Yeah.
It's because like you learn something from it either way.
But we weren't exactly right. That's exactly right. But hey, we were there. Like Frank, you talked about it last time when they got the piece of paper, and because we wanted credit for our music, and there was like some offense that we just thought that was fair.
Yeah.
Right? I still, to this day, think it's fair. And I'll go on the record and say, Grizz has a pizza place, and we ordered from it last week, and it was really good, so I'm going to still get his pizza.
Yeah.
But back then, it was an awkward situation sometimes.
I know, because you want to be friends. You want your friends to think highly of you.
Yeah, and I mean, I obviously, like I stuck with it, I guess, the longest out of the 3 of us. But, even I got to the point where it reached an end, and... But it was a great experience.
It was.
I would do it again.
Well, yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. We have plenty of toys to play with over here. We need to put to good use, to be honest. And are
you going to buy me a beef patty?
I will. We will have. We will have good, well balanced meals here. Okay, we are all grown up. We are. We know how to support ourselves now, and it'll be well catered. And we know KJ could cater the whole thing too.
Speaking of, I was thinking of him because. Tim couldn't be here today,
right.
The 4th Rotten Pain member. Wouldn't it be funny if we had KJ here today?
The first singer.
I didn't think about this until just now.
Did I?
Like a minute or two ago.
Oh, we played. Well, we were all together. I played the first Scream. I played that.
Yeah, no, I know you did.
You know what's funny?
I just think it's funny.
So what's hilarious about that is that KJ, who he was the first singer, and it was hilarious because he didn't actually ever sing. We were trying to get him to, he agreed to be the singer. He said that he could sing, but he never showed up to practice ever, not once. and we would try to get him to come to practice, but like, you know, he just wouldn't. He wouldn't like answer his phone, and we even have footage of us trying to, you know, wake him up. I think he was probably awake and he just didn't want to come.
Wake him up where? We went to his house?
No, we were calling him from the basement.
Okay, we were calling right back then.
You were showing up to practice, but he wasn't. He said that he was going to be the singer and never showed up to practice. And then finally one day, you know, we got it. Like he started, you know, we booked this Battle of the Bands, and he agreed to come up to sing "Walk" by Pantera.
This was at my high school.
Yeah, and that was the only time that we had him. That you know, that was, you know, that was it.
I just wanted to show you KJ's performance, how incredible it was. Hold on.
It was, what was it? It was just the last song we did?
It was Walk.
Walk, right?
Now, he walks out, right? Because the whole time it's you, me, and Anthony. We are playing as in there's me with my
picture of this.
With my my Lars Ulrich 1991 kit. Okay, there's KJ. So here we are. We've been playing for 20 minutes, and people just thought, okay, well, there's these three kids that are doing instrumentals. All of a sudden, without any kind of introduction, KJ saunters out onto the field.
Is that March 15, 2002 or 2003?
2002.
2000. Yeah, junior year. Frank and I's junior year in high school.
Here he is.
You were a sophomore or a freshman, maybe?
There's KJ, the pizza guy now.
Oh God.
Well, the other pizza guy. We've always been working with these pizza guy singers.
It's New York. This is actually our practice. We're playing. Uh-oh. Stay with us. Okay. I can't. Just sing.
Wait, what did he say?
I'm laughing.
I know you get it.
What did he say?
I don't want to see you standing around for this one.
Oh, yeah.
So he's doing his Phil Anselmo shtick.
Yeah. Well, you know.
You have to. That's all we were doing.
Yeah, we were just emulating our heroes.
I was doing my Metallica shtick. And they have it. Well,
Wait, who came on stage with him?
It was Vita and it was Tim. So
okay,
so
Tim came too.
Yeah, Tim, Vita, and KJ, and then of course then everybody came on stage for the last part of it, and that's when the scream happened.
Yeah.
Anywho, so that's that. Okay, so now that we're talking about legendary performances, let me show you something that I realized. A lot of people, and this is not to bash on Lars Ulrich, because I love that little man. I really do.
Is this the Lars segment that I suggested you do every show?
Oh no, but
it should be.
It's going to be. Because here's the thing that I got from people, and I wanted to talk to you guys about what's going on, what's probably happening on stages all over the place. But it's well known that Lars Ulrich doesn't practice. I don't know why. I think it's really unbecoming and not good. It's so stupid. Just rudimentary things to be able to keep time. All that. You don't have to be Danny Carey, who's I think older than Lars, and he's a master.
Mid-60s, I think.
Yeah, he's older than
65,
Lars.
yeah, or something like that.
But at the same time, people always say, and I understand this, that at the end of a Metallica tour, Lars is usually a lot more on it because you're playing every night or every other night now,
right.
And that in and of itself is good practice. So you sharpen up as a band at the end of a tour than you were. You have a couple of kinks you're working out. But there's something that I noticed. Here. Oh, and now shit. Now where the hell was it? Damn. Wait. I have to find this. Wait. Please let it still be in here. I noticed something happened. Did I fuck up all of the links that I sent myself?
Oh, no.
I think I did.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Hold on. I screwed up the links.
I know what you're going to say, though. You sent this to me.
Did I?
Yeah, didn't you send it to me?
The
What
one
is it?
one.
Yeah.
Do you have the link?
I don't know.
Is this the one from last year or something?
No, it's obvious to me. It started becoming obvious to me. I saw somebody. It was on Instagram or something.
Yeah.
Where it was. They're playing it. They're playing one, and it was maybe about a month or so ago.
Okay.
And all of a sudden, it's right to that part where it's time for the drums to take off. Yeah,
Machine gun riff. part?
Exactly.
Okay.
and I realized that it is fucking perfect.
Yeah.
And everybody in the chat room was like, "Whoa, Lars is on." It's like Lars is not doing shit.
Too perfect.
I mean, they've got the triggers down perfect. It sounds like what would come out of his kick if he could do it physically.
Okay. It's the sound, the timbre of his kick,
It's
not
everything.
a different sample. It's,
Oh yeah, I mean, listen, they got all the money in the world to match this.
Oh sure.
And of course, I don't have it here now for some damn reason, but I want you to listen to something. This was not too long ago, maybe about a year or so. I don't know. Jack Black jumps on stage with Metallica, and listen to this. Here you go. Take a listen to this,
Dude,
and here's James.
he's ready to go. I'm ready, buddy. Should we form a new band? Sorry, Kyle. Upgrade. Hell's taking my sight, taking my head, taking my hearing, taking my arms, taking my leg, taking my soul. Let me really life in hell.
Now,
Dude!
now, sneaking behind the drum set is Lars Ulrich, and listen to this.
Oh my God. That's the best ripcord. Ladies and gentlemen, Metallica!
He can't do it. Can't do it anymore. Now, I'm going to show you exhibit number, I guess exhibit A, since it was exhibit B. This is in Budapest on June 11th. And I want to just say, despite everything we're about to do right now, I can't wait to see them again. And the next time that I'm going to see them, I will be getting a ticket for Aurora, and she'll have her little isolation headphones on there, and she's going to love it. I don't care how late we have to stay up. She's going to love it. But this is Battery. Now, the first place I'm going to bring you is, right around here. Okay?
Okay.
It's right. Okay, here we go. Listen to this. Listen. You heard that?
What the?
You heard it?
I heard it.
The
Yeah, I heard it. I heard it, and then I did not see it.
His drums were muted for that fill.
And
Go
they
back,
played
go
it.
He stayed on.
Yeah, I heard it.
Oh,
I heard it.
it's even. I have another example just in this
play
song
it again
alone.
for Anthony, though.
Okay, here we
Play
go.
it again.
Okay, that's exhibit number one. Now we're gonna go to.
So wait, hold on a second, though. So in that fill, it sounds like he goes down the toms,
It goes,
right? He's on the snare. He's doing some ghost notes, and he goes down. It's not just hitting one tom,
It's
right?
it's all in front of it. It's a bet. He's not doing it.
Not at all.
But it's not even just a matter of that. It's a matter of that's the exact same fill that is on the 1986 album. They lifted it right from. I'm telling you. And here's another one for you. This is 310
right there.
Okay, let's see this one. Ready? That's another one.
Play a little bit
Okay,
before
here we go.
310. Yeah, that all sounds like Doctor.
I'm done.
I hear it because if you let it keep playing, you'll hear him start slipping.
I'm telling you, man. Here's the thing. First of all, to me, I'm just like, this is not necessary. You're not that old. This is not necessary. It takes just a little bit of fucking practice. And I mean, that's crazy. This is what they're doing to patch all this stuff up.
So, what do you think about this, Anthony? You're
Well, this
like,
kind of like plays
know?
into I guess the question that you asked: when should legendary performers call it a career? Play until you physically can't. When fans keep showing up, because if you look at it as Metallica, for an example, they really are. I mean, I know they're older, but they're going so strong as far as the fan support and people who show up to their shows. They're one of the most successful acts in the planet. And, like they still can, I like you said, I think that with some, if there was just some attention to detail in practice and keeping themselves in shape, they can still do it 100% live, even if it's not like their original recordings.
Yeah.
But you've got other bands, like for instance, you have bands like Motley Crue that I don't think should be playing anymore. Like
No.
I mean,
so it's
I've heard some of the things on YouTube.
Yeah,
it's
man.
terrible.
There's some
I mean,
like,
not
and
to
then
knock 'em,
and the thing with Guns N' Roses too.
Oh, yeah.
Axl Rose, he every once in a while he'll come back. Like there'll be some clips where you see, oh shit, he got his old voice back for this little bit. Like it's like, and then there are other clips where he's just doing this very, very light version of what he would normally do. Like, he's just singing completely in like like this light, like head voice, which kind of sounds like Mickey Mouse.
Yes.
So it's like, it's hard with bands like that. But Metallica, they really are built for longevity. Like their music isn't that, it's I don't know. I mean, eventually it's going to be too much for anybody. Like, heavy metal, I think is pretty much a young man's game up to a certain point.
Hold on.
But I don't know.
But hold on. This one, yeah, definitely young man's game, and they have incredible production value to be able to, do what you got to do. The problem is though, when Kirk can't, when he has to start, nothing else matters over because he screws up the beginning. That's a little like what's going on here. But here's I'm just gonna find one because I can't imagine that it would be different. This is May 30th of this year in Berlin. Okay, hold on. Listen. That's not him.
It doesn't sound.
No way.
Listen.
I hear it.
No way. No way.
They extended it.
Just to say, hey, see what he's doing.
Yeah, so they extended
See,
him.
he can play.
There's no way that they would give him that those couple extra measures to just stretch that out if it was really him. I'm telling you, it's just crazy.
I hear it too because the drums, they don't sound glued to the rest of the drum set. So to my ears, it's almost like when you have like a raw mix, like when you're mixing something and it's not glued together yet. Everything sounds too separate. It doesn't sound cohesive. That's how I hear it, at least. But
yeah, that's the way I noticed it. I said, "Oh shit!" And then let me go into the actual
now go to
the comments.
Go to Cunning Stunts and see how he plays it in Cunning Stunts.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, there you go. That's a good
Stunning
idea.
cunts.
Stunning cunts. Yeah.
Let's see here. Hold on. Wait a second. Metallica.
But don't and while he looks it up, like metal drumming, it's a sport in a lot of ways. Like it's you don't play baseball forever, you don't play football forever, right? Like you retire at like 40 from baseball, or am I right? Is it a little later or?
It's not going to stop me. Yeah.
Around 40 is when they age out.
If you make it to 40 in Major League Baseball, you're a legend.
Okay.
Usually you start. I mean, you're like a Julio Franco type or something like that, but you're considered old when you're 35.
Okay. That's when like Jeter kind of started aging out.
He was I think he retired at 39, around there.
But the it started earlier. So that's my point. Like Lars would be the first one to go in Metallica. But then would you want to go see Metallica without Lars on drums?
No, not at all. What I just want to see him do is practice a little bit. That's not a complicated. That's not a complicated thing. I mean, actually, the rest of one is far more complicated,
right.
And technical as far as what the rest of the song is from there on in.
Right.
So, I mean, I would, and God knows what they have patching in for the rest of the way, though.
Right.
But as far as that. Shit. Okay, so what, Anthony, did you say cunning stunts?
What is it called? Cunning stunts or stunning cunts?
It's cunning stunts.
Cunning stunts.
To be cunning stunts 1. Let me see here. Cunning stunts 1, high quality.
Thank you very much, Hezekiah.
This is when they were like 35.
Oh, yeah.
Here goes. Oh, Jason.
No, he's playing that.
Yes.
He's playing it. And it doesn't sound like a perfect machine gun,
Here
but
you
it's
It wasn't.
It actually kind of sounds like da, 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 da. You know what it is, because there's no triggers, back then.
And he always used what I also realized too throughout all the years, because I used to pay very close attention to all of the gear that people were using, if they're especially on the drums or something, was he always used felt tip beaters.
Really? He was a felt tip guy?
He's got a big felt tip beater.
Like the big round head.
Yeah.
Like the first one you get when you buy a drum set.
Yeah. Yeah,
interesting.
And sometimes they have a plastic back or whatever.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Like, I remember I went to exclusively wood once. I saw,
remember that.
Yeah, I saw Vinnie Paul.
Yeah.
He's got wood beaters in the 5 Minutes Alone video.
Yeah,
and I was like, oh shit, I'm getting that. That must.
I got to be like Vinnie Paul.
It must. It must sound clickier. It had, it's just whatever. I mean, I remember one time somebody told me, here's a little tip for you, kid. But if you right behind the beater pad on the kick drum, if you put a quarter.
I remember you doing this.
I remember putting the quarter under there and then taping it down, whatever. And with the quarter underneath the beater pad and then using a wood beater, it sounded like I don't know, like I was like a metal worker or something like that.
You were like a tin knocker.
Yeah, we're in a foundry. It's like the end of Terminator or something like that.
Ding.
But the other thing is that the quarters used to fall out
right
after in the middle of a song. Then you only have one head.
Don't they make like stickers people use nowadays for that?
Probably.
I think I saw that. It's like not a quarter. It's like
I've learned how to
sell
tune
something.
I've learned how to tune now in a way that I wish I knew when we were out there playing. I would have needed 18 pounds less of duct tape. I would have never needed any moon gels.
I remember I was going to say those gel things that
I remember.
Once it got hot, they melted.
Yep. I would never needed any of them. I just learned, because you know what it is, the whole point is learning how to actually tune the rear beater.
Oh, really? The rear head.
That's what really controls the resonance. And I
was just going to ask you that.
I never really looked into
interesting.
it. Then again, I had a whole bunch of other problems when we were all first getting together, and I had the 4 aerial toms and the 2 floor toms. That wasn't a 10, a 12, a 14, a 15, or a 16, and then 18, whatever. It was 10, 10, 12. No. I think it was 10, 10, 12, 12. Because I just had 2 sets and I put them together.
You bought 2. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
So I'm just trying to down tune. It wasn't that hard, but
I gotta say, it was kind of cool that we were like one of the only bands where like our drummer had this huge drum set.
Yeah.
I mean, you were like maybe one other guy had a double bass drum. Corey was playing a pedal.
I always, even when I downsized and I said, okay, you know what, I'm just going to go I'm going to go Pantera with this one, and it's just going to be 2 aerials and a floor tom.
Right.
And that was so much better, shedding all those toms. But even with that, I always brought 2 kick drums.
I remember at the Chance once, the sound guy came up to Anthony and I, and he asked which one, because you were like off stage, and he's like, well, which one's his primary drum? And me and Anthony look at each other, and then Anthony goes to him, well, what do you mean? He plays both of them. You know, because you were playing the machine gun stuff, and the sound guy was only going to put one microphone in one of the drums.
Yeah,
and we're looking. You and me are looking at him like, "Who is this guy?"
I know.
Like, you're the sound guy here.
And the sound guy probably was like, like, what the fuck is this?
Every time that
fuck these local bands.
I'm telling you, every time we walked in with the full set, I remember distinctly getting dirty looks from sound guys all the time. Like, mother, you got to be kidding me. Yeah. Well. They just put one mic in between every 2 toms.
Right.
They weren't going to,
I think nowadays, and Anthony, you would know more than me, but like, don't guys just travel with their own mics now and stuff? Like when you're on tour?
Oh, I don't really know.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, because I watch videos about like bands and their gear and stuff, even nowadays, and it's like, some of the bands, it's like they're submixing the whole act in their rack-mounted mixer. So it's like the sound guy gets a 2 mix, like, left and right. Puts it to the PA.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I mean, when we were playing, like in the past several years, when our rig was Set the Charge, Derek has had that all. He was the kind of the brains behind it, and the monitoring, and we gotta, because we would. We have like soundscapes behind us, electronics and stuff like that. And, we were doing that just like, I don't know, 10 years ago, we were doing that shit with like the countdown in our ear, click track, that went into our monitors and the whole thing. And then we would he had a snake that he would give to the sound guy.
The sound guy would get like some individual tracks. Yeah. So he can do his thing.
The sound guys loved us when we showed up because Derek made it very, very easy for him because Derek is one of these like sound like engineer type worked was on the was just always did crew for like drama clubs and stuff. He just knows sound systems and technology and the whole thing. So he would just just make things so easy for a lot of the sound engineers that we worked with. But I think that now it's just getting more and more simplified because a lot of bands are doing that. And I'm not sure, like, I don't know personally. I'm not in a, we haven't played in a while. I'm not in one of these bands that uses laptops and whatever they're using. Whatever programs they're using, but I know that it's not what it used to be. It's not as simple as miking. I think like a lot of what we went through, a lot of what we experienced has changed a lot. I think it's kind of like archaic now to mic amps and shit. I don't know how many people are even doing that, unless you're going there and you're using like house shit. Like
I gotcha. Right. Everything's direct on the.
Not only that, it's digital. Sometimes wireless, Bluetooth. There's a lot of Bluetooth stuff going on.
Right.
We were just starting to see people incorporate that stuff.
Right.
Like I remember when we played that one gig at the one of the times that we were at the Empress Ballroom in Danbury, and who did we play with? Who the hell did we play with? It was somebody. I don't even know. I forget who the hell it was now.
But what happened?
It was a technological issue that the drummer had, where they were still Frankensteining together a way where, because they had a backing track too, and some maybe for ambiance or whatever the hell else.
Right.
But it wasn't as streamlined as, of course, everything is today, because we're talking over 20 years ago. And it was, I think we learned about some technical issue that they had where the drummer was not actually able to hear the rest of his bandmates that night in the monitor. He had to choose between hearing the band or being with just alone with the click. And we're talking about a naked click.
Right.
Where he just had to, and I remember being like, that guy, of course, that would be my worst nightmare.
Sure.
Just to be isolated with nothing but a metronome and knowing the song without having any other cues to make myself feel immersed.
Right.
I mean, I would, if something went wrong with the click, I would say, guys, forget about all our backing tracks. It's just us.
I mean, I
would rather hear you guys than a metronome.
I mean, I would bring it back.
What did he do? Did he? Do you
know?
remember if he?
He was great. He was fine. He was a machine.
Played,
But that's just not how I am. I remember I had a special small box Epiphone.
You had the first amp you get when you learn how to play guitar. It's like this big.
I brought that little thing with me everywhere. Whenever we went to a small club or a small bar or something, I would always ask them for a folding chair so that I can have that amp behind me. It was line out of Kyle's amplifier, line into mine, and I just had that thing cranked. I just wanted the rhythm guitar in my ear. That's why every night I left there with my head ringing. Because it was just
you were like using the distortion on it, I think, to like get it to be like louder. I remember that.
Yeah, I wanted it to cut through
hear
everything.
Yeah.
Obviously, it was all highs anyway because there's not. But
little speaker, but
all the things we did.
Like I think back to like Pantera. Like I don't think they played to a click live, right? They were straight groove, right? They were like old school rock band. I think BLS maybe does that.
I love watching,
to this day.
I love watching these Pantera clips that show up on social media because like it just reinforces the big thing for me is Vinnie Paul's drum kit, how insanely huge it sounds, cavernous.
Yeah,
and the fucking snare drum, and everybody in the comments say the same thing.
What do they
say?
They
it's like you have like 1,000 comments that say that snare.
It's a shotgun.
Yeah, it sounds like a shotgun.
His snare. Hold on, I'll get it. The Vinnie Paul's snare live it's not even. It's crazy. Hold on.
But you have to put it in perspective too. Like if they were playing like speed metal or like modern death metal, that wouldn't work because you need space between the notes in order to hear the shotgun. Ring out.
What would we play? Should we play This Love or something?
No, you should play the when they were in Japan. Seoul or whatever. So how do you say that?
What?
I don't know.
Seoul.
Seoul. That's South Korea.
Oh yeah, yeah. My bad. Obviously I know my geography.
It's okay.
It's all right. It's those people with the eyes. All right, so what is the what's the what do you know what song it is?
Just
any song. Play
song
5 minutes alone. It doesn't matter.
2001. Okay.
Revolution is my name.
This is the most replayed. Let me go to there.
Oh, that's Suicide Note Part 2.
Yeah, but you can't hear it. It sounds very muffled.
Yeah,
this is not a good not a good recording. South Korea, This Love. Let's go to the end. Oh, here we go.
Holy shit.
But now you hear the reverb on that.
That's added. That's added there though.
That's added, but like that won't work if it's like because it's just going to be muddy and mush. The groove metal I love because there's some space there, for things to kind of breathe and grow. I don't know.
Oh, there's a lot of breathing going on here. Look, it's so good.
That's when Phil was at the height of his heroin addiction.
Yeah, this is probably one of their last shows.
Yeah.
2001.
Yeah. Now,
because we probably saw their last American show.
Well, Nassau Coliseum, right?
Because then they went overseas, and I think that they spent the rest of their. Hold on.
You guys, I never got to see
You never
Pantera.
got to, yeah.
When was Pantera's last U.S. show?
Right, because I think we were like sophomores in high school. Maybe we were like 13 when we were younger.
Okay, so Pantera's last ever U.S. show was actually July 23rd, 2001. Hold on,
wow.
give me the 2001 Pantera Reinventing the Steel tour dates.
That makes sense because then they went to Europe. 9/11 happened, and then they had to come home.
Yeah,
They didn't play all of Europe on that tour.
The Extreme Steel tour. Hold on, February. No, it was in the summertime that we saw them. Pantera's.
Did we?
Yeah, that's when they were out with Morbid Angel and Slayer
Skype and Static X.
and Scrape.
Yeah. Scrape, and Morbid Angel opened the show.
Hold on, come on, February 10th.
Now, did Vinnie Paul trigger his drums? Do you have any info on that? He did.
Well, I mean,
Like the kicks kind of sound like,
it could have just been masterfully mic'd.
you know.
His drums were so big.
I mean, it's like obviously triggering isn't necessarily cheating, right? It's more for like the sound man than anything, but because it sounds so like consistent. But he was really good.
Hold on, I think I found an entire tour log on the Pantera site. Let's see here, 2001, 9. It would be 6. Let's see, where is New York? Nevada. No, that's not it. 7? No, it would be August. Wouldn't it be August?
I don't know.
Damn,
Look it up.
they canceled their September 11th.
Yeah.
They canceled that. I see that, but I don't know. We saw them in 2000 and 2001. Anywho, so that's all I got there. Okay, now let me ask you this. First of all, let's get to the I got a super chat over here from the Playhouse. And that was before. That was Zoso Dude. Says, were they Gucci pajamas at least? No. We did not have Gucci pajamas. No. That doesn't matter. All right, so the lines are going to be open. The lines are open now. 914-200-0269. You call in. There's the green number right there. 200-0269. Call in with your thoughts on aging rock stars. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is not only because of some other people that we were talking about. I see that Zoso Dude and others were talking about Vince Neil before. That's always been a problem. Anthony already brought up Axl Rose, who does you don't expect anybody to be what they were when they were 18 years old, but there is a Mickey Mouse kind of a thing that's going on. And it's noticeable and whatever. But this is really, David Lee Roth has been getting a lot of people uncomfortable lately. Here he is in New Jersey last week, trying to suck somebody's toes in the audience. And take a look at this. I don't know.
Roth is an anagram for the devil.
What the fuck?
Hey.
Is he drinking whiskey?
Yeah, I think so.
Lift your chin up. Lift your chin up high, stuck up like your toes.
Oh.
Like,
Oh, boy.
To my little friend.
I thought that was Billy Idol.
Oh, yeah, I can see that. He's not even trying to sing.
I got a drink in my hand, I got my toes in the sand, all I need is a beautiful girl. Beautiful girl. Here I am,
listen, this is one guy who
What was the rest of the performance like?
I always see people updating from the road, and it's all right. People are usually commenting on what he's wearing because he refuses to stop wearing these Lycra pants, and you can clearly see the outline of his penis the entire time.
I've heard these. I've seen it.
It's a little
on Instagram.
uncomfortable. That's uncomfortable
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
But despite his not being the Dave of old, he at least wants to be there. He looks like he's having a good time.
Yeah.
And I mean, comparing that to Frankie Valli, who, I mean, here, this is from, I think, last year. It's like Mr. Beast is over there.
Yeah.
But
Is he?
no,
No, he looks
Oh.
like him though. He's saying.
just watch this. This is Sherry live.
Oh no! Oh no!
So that's what I imagine the bathroom attendant looked like.
Look at his eyes.
Oh no!
Oh my gosh.
How old is he?
He's got to be he's got to be close to 90, if not 92. But
I mean, you know,
he doesn't sound bad. Is that really him?
no. He's not even holding the microphone to his mouth. and that's the thing. That's the thing. His mouth is barely moving,
Yeah.
and he's got these fixed stare. This fixed stare. Like if I went to Frankie Valli in the Four Seasons with Frankie Valli showing up to do this act,
right?
and if he actually looked at me, I would feel like I would feel like I would have nightmares.
Yeah, I mean, it's again. So, is he doing it because he needs the money, or because like his estate wants the money, or does he really just want to be there doing it? I don't know.
Let's take a call. Let's see. 480.
Tell
What do you
us.
think?
I don't know. So, like, you know, one thing too I noticed is in a lot of metal bands we grew up like listening to, the drummers seem to age out, and they're all replacing the drummers. Slipknot, Lamb of God, Fear Factory is only Dino nowadays. It's all young drummers. So, like, is it like only one member that ages out and then you replace, or should the whole band just stop?
It's no, I don't know.
You know,
I don't know. It's like who is? It's one of those things where if you're Dino Cazares and you know most of the catalog for a band, your most famous band is. I mean, if everybody else says I don't want to work anymore, or we're doing something else, what are you supposed to do? If that's your catalog, if you can go out there and play,
I'm all for what he's doing.
So-
Actually, I respect him that he's going out there and working, dude.
So I think as long as you got I think that where it gets a little bit weird and subjective, and whoever 480 was, call back. I had you on the air and you didn't say anything. But I think where it gets a little bit weird is who's the most valuable person in the band where you say no, it's indispensable. You can't. Like there's a lot of people who refuse to see Pantera going on around right now, opening up for Metallica and all this other stuff because they say without Vinny and Dime, this is not Pantera. Which I don't think that. That's not what the billing is. That it's not that Pantera is back, but you do have Phil and you have Rex, and are they not do they not deserve to go out there and play what
Their songs,
Yeah.
that they helped write.
Yeah.
I think they have every right to do it.
Well, they also got people forget that they got the blessing from the estate too.
right.
You know, the Abbott brothers and all that.
Let
They
me
got
take-
the blessing.
Let's take a call from 541. Go ahead. Is this Zoso?
It is indeed.
Zoso, welcome.
How we doing, gang?
Good. We're here with you're on with the
Good.
boys.
Well, I could do a 45-minute dissertation on the aging rock stars thing. I'm going to try to keep it to a minimum. But before I even launch into that, I just got to tell Ant, really impressed with his show last night. I'm so glad you broadcasted it, Frank. It was most
Wow.
impressive. That song, as I told you in a short little text, I was dating a stripper in the 80s. She used to dance at Jumbo's Clown Room and spider webs on the elbows, that type. And I could bring in that cassette pre-queued up to The Girls Got Rhythm and she would just tear it up. So when he started in on it, when the minute I heard the opening notes, I'm like, the girl's got rhythm. Fucking awesome, man! Great job, great job.
Thanks, man. I appreciate
Loved it.
Yeah, I'm glad I had some connection in there.
Yeah, I put it in the chat that I mean, I got to tell you, dude. I mean, in the '80s, I was a really, really fortunate individual with my contacts at all the record companies. I mean, we put so many people. We publicized so many people that I could call my buddies at Geffen, at Capitol, at wherever, and just say Warner Brothers, and just say, hey, how about some tickets and passes to this? And I went backstage to everything. I mean, everything. So to see, the Crew back in the day when they were killing it. I mean, Motley Crue in the 80s was one of the coolest fucking shows you'd ever go to, and their parties were, I mean, renowned. They threw a party at a strip joint on the Sunset Strip for girls, and it was all of rock's royalty was there. I mean, I'm bumping it. To my left is Ted Nugent. To my right is David Coverdale. Everywhere I go, there's somebody fucking famous. Motley Crue threw the best parties of any band ever. They rode up on their Harleys, parked them all out front. I mean, but to see them, they did this, and it was such pomp and circumstance. They brought in their lawyers somewhere around the mid 90s or so, or late maybe early 2000s. They did this thing. This is guaranteed to be our last tour ever, people. We will never do this again. We're signing our names in blood. This is it. If you see us on this tour, that'll do it. And they charged the most exorbitant prices. And then 6-7 years later, they were like, well, maybe we should tour again. So after bilking the public one more time, they went back out again. And poor Vince, man, the poor guy, he can't even sing anymore. He says three lines of a sentence and sticks the mic out in the audience so they can finish the song. It's like, at what point when do you lose your self-respect? You live this posh life as a rock star. We funded it. We funded your lifelong party for 30 years. At least have the decency to say, I can't do it anymore, people. I'm going to hang it up.
It's Kiss. Kiss. I think Kiss played that card for even longer than Motley Crue.
And the Who did it before them. I mean, God,
the best was when The Dirt came out. After the movie came out, they put out this very they put out a video with this voiceover saying, after The Dirt came out, we saw everyone is, talking about the Crew, and we decided, I know we signed a contract. Well, contracts never meant shit to Motley Crue, so we tore that shit up.
Have some balls, have some respect for the people who funded your 35-year cocaine party, and just walk away gracefully. Dude, the David Lee Roth thing, I saw a video probably a month ago. My sister sent it to me, and it was David Lee Roth trying to sing Jamie's Crying. And this dude, he shows about 30 seconds of it, and he walks outside, and he's in the lobby of the whatever arena he's in. He goes, I'm leaving. This is the saddest thing I've ever seen. He goes, I didn't know Don Knotts was singing for Van Halen.
Man.
I just about.
And Zoso, what I realized there too is when I was watching Ozzy's farewell show, 2 weeks before he died, that was still the timing of last summer was still so crazy. But when I was watching his farewell show, there's a lot of people, a lot of things that was going on that stage. Sammy Hagar showed up. He's nearly 80 years old, and he still has pipes, man. He sounds fantastic.
He does.
Oh, yeah, he does.
He really does.
Sounds incredible.
I mean, some guys can still do it. Crazy as it sounds, this dude's almost 90. John Fogerty can still sing from Creedence, but Oh, dude, that Frankie Valli thing was sad. Oh, it made me want to cry, man. I'm a Jersey boy. God.
Yeah, Fogerty
That was
still
rough.
rocks, man. He plays that baseball bat guitar. You ever see him whip that out?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah.
I have.
Jens,
He rocks,
I had to seize the opportunity. This is I could do this topic forever, man. By the way, so the Cowboys from Hell tour in 1990, they Pantera opened for Suicidal Tendencies. Man,
What?
those were the days.
Oh,
You know,
Really?
anything. I shows like this. I really like. I will tell. With Anthony and I talk about where this all has to go a lot. You know, there's still a lot of stuff that we have not done as far as putting together the infrastructure for what this show is going to be as an independent media entity. But this is the kind of stuff I hope that this is the kind of calls we get a lot more. So from you, I would love for you to dump as many of your stories here. I want other people in the audience to do that, especially as people find the show. And not only that, but I was just thinking about it too, like the Playhouse. I mean, that has so many different types of live entertainment connotations that, I mean, it makes sense to be able to, you know, report from this brand on concerts and movies and everything else. Why the hell not? So I hope you don't ever.
I invested every nickel I had from age 18 to about 35 going to shows, and I've got the ticket stubs to prove it. It's crazy. I found my brother gave me an old envelope. He goes, I don't know, man. I don't know how I ended up with this, but this is yours. And he hands me this envelope, and it's got my ticket stub from like Cal Jam 2 in 1978 and all these stubs from Zeppelin. And I'm like, holy shit, you know, like eight different Aerosmith ones. It was freaking cool to have.
Don't hold back.
Cool
man.
to have once again.
Seriously, don't hold back. Call in anytime you got a story, because it's going to encourage others to do so too.
Awesome. Hey man, I hope to see you in person in like 6 to 8 weeks or so.
Oh, wonderful. That'd be great. You just let me know and I'll clear a seat out for you.
Sounds good.
All right. Take care.
Take care, gentlemen.
Have a good one. Peace.
There you go. There he is. Flying back to the beginning, super group versus versus it's Sammy Hagar.
Oh,
you people been having a good time so far.
Hold on.
I guess it's time to take a
Where is it?
There he
There
is.
it is. Wait. We can hear him. Nah, it's not that good audio, but anyway. There's we got another call. Let's go. 602, you're on the Playhouse. Go ahead.
Hi, this is Pink Coolip, and I just wanted to say hello, and that I think as far as the aging rockers go, that we should give them a break because, I mean, everybody gets old.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
So then let me ask you the follow-up question that actually really comes down to the some of the things that are in the poll that we have. One of the things is hey, listen, play until you can't. Some people though would argue the problem that we see with some artists is that it is apparent that they can't do it anymore, but they're not letting it go. So the real question is, who is in charge of giving the intervention about, hey, listen, if you still have the energy, if you still have the love for it, let's work on reinventing you and going to a different direction. I think that's what it is. You have to be sensitive.
Drop the key down a couple of
Tom Jones
what
did.
Tom Jones does. Yeah, Tom Jones drops the key. He sounds just as good.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, maybe the people that work with them should tell them, like, you know, maybe you should reinvent yourself and do something different or try from a new direction or whatever. But anyway, I just wanted to say something to Anthony too. I saw your performance online and I just thought it was awesome.
Oh, well, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Well, I hope you call in more often.
Yes,
This
we
is
appreciate
great.
the call.
Sure.
Okay, well,
Thanks.
wait. Before you go, have you ever had the chance? And this is for everybody else in the audience too. For the little time that we have left, have you ever gone to see somebody perform who is past their so-called prime that really did it well? Or what was the good and the bad?
Well, actually, I went to see Van Halen with David Lee Roth, and it was okay. I mean, he was better actually when he was younger. I mean, everybody knows that, but I don't know. I just thought maybe give him a break because he's trying his best, you know. But it wasn't great. To be fair, to be honest, it wasn't great.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we're asking tonight, and thank you so much for kicking the topic around with us.
Sure.
Yes. Thank you for the call.
Have a great night.
Take
There
care.
you go.
So how old is David Lee Roth?
Siri, how old is David Lee Roth? 71 years old.
And to think, you know, we played the show last night when I sang over at the Bon Scott tribute. You had Jimmy Coons who performed, and he's around the same age.
Oh wow!
And that guy, he's the guy who was chewing gum while he was singing.
Is that the second guy
The
out?
second guy, he's around that age. Could you imagine?
Damn.
And he was good.
Oh,
Unbelievable.
He was
Unbelievable.
chewing. Why would he chew gum?
I don't
while
know. That
singing?
was just like he was just
Or it's
chewing gum while he was singing.
He's like that good that he could walk and chew gum at the same time.
I wonder if they
gotcha.
did anybody stream this? The Bon Scott.
Well, actually, you can see a video of him singing on. If you go to Bon Scott, Jimmy Coons, there's a video from last year of him singing.
Oh wow!
How do you spell his last name?
Kunas.
All right, let's see here. Jimmy Coons, Bon Scott birthday bash, problem child.
Up next, we got songwriter, guitarist, blues vocalist, and I've learned at last year's bath he is my New Jersey neighbor. You can see him in Coots Clark's band, Cactus, Savoy Brown, Humble Pie, Flood the Engine, and National Wrecking Company, just to name a few. Give it up for my rock star neighbor, Mr. Jimmy Coons.
Yeah, that's him.
Oh, come on, yourself.
So he was 70 last year then.
Yeah, but I think he's around that age. Oh, he's chewing gum
He's
here
still
too.
chewing.
Man. It's David Lee Roth. What the fuck, David Lee Roth? What the fuck, Axl Rose?
I mean, it's fantastic. I know, but you know what? Let's.
Oh no!
Here you go.
Looking for another good time, my heart. Yeah, really. Yeah,
It's fucking Cartman. It's Cartman. It's fucking Cartman. Holy shit.
Hey, fuck you, Kyle.
It's one of my favorite videos.
Oh,
You know, it's this is the state of rock, and then on the other end, when you think about like the new people, I just think that I think that someone like Youngblood, for instance, is a very sad story. I'm going to tell you why I think it's sad. It makes me sad because anytime I see a Youngblood video, whenever I see a Youngblood video show up on my feed, it is him crying to the audience or crying to a microphone on a podcast about internet haters.
Yes.
And where's the fucking music?
That's all I know about this guy.
Where's the music?
I only know whatever I know about this guy is from Rockfeed, and it's always responding to somebody.
Now, here's the problem.
Yeah.
Okay, if you want to be vulnerable, I think I am 100% on board with sharing your feelings, being vulnerable, and the stigmatism and whatever. But what happened to putting all of that into songs? Like, and I understand that there is a people are incentivized, whether they realize they're doing it or not. Unfortunately, we're in an age where a clip of somebody pouring out and telling their struggles about something will actually be fuel for the algorithm more than a song will. Okay, you put that in a song and fucking forget it. They're going to choke the reach. But if it gets clicks, it'll definitely get clicks if you're crying on camera talking about the struggles of whatever, this, that, and the other that people would normally, artists would have normally put into songs.
Right.
But I just look at this, and the problem I have with this is that this is a guy, I followed his career way before back to the beginning when he really blew up with this whole Ozzy thing. And the reason he blew up to a whole new audience was because he was basically knighted symbolically by Ozzy. Okay, there was the whole. It was, and then he wonders why. He goes, "Well, I never asked for this." Well, dude, it was obviously like a whole story unfolding for everyone to see that you were given the cross. You were given Ozzy's cross, and he basically embraced you like the like I'm passing the torch. Now it is what it is. I mean, and that's cool as hell. I mean, anybody would say, like, if it were me, I would be like, what the fuck? It's like, that's like anyone would accept that honor. That's insane. Okay. But I mean, what comes with that is this responsibility now that you have a whole new audience that's looking at you because of a performance that you did at Back to the Beginning, where you did Changes, a version of Changes, and you did it well. And, you can really see that he has the package. Like, he's aesthetically, he's got the rock look, he's got the voice, he can do it. The problem is, up to that point, he didn't have any songs of his own to back that up. Now, here we are a year later, and all I see are just like, to be fair, I actually did some research, and he has released original music since then. But it's funny because I like to see when things like this happen, the hype is always bigger than the music, And
Sure.
I look at everything that was released from that point, and I see that, okay, he did this song Zombie, which is it's like a pop rock kind of like ballad. It's pretty good. But when the whole Ozzy thing happened, he put this song out, and he actually collaborated with Billy Corgan to re-release the song.
Okay.
So he got Billy Corgan on that same song to re-release it. That version has way more press, way more viewership than the original song.
Okay.
They obviously tried to push that song harder.
Sure.
And it's okay. It's pretty good. When I first heard it, I really appreciated the melodies and the lyrics. I thought that it was like, okay, this is like, it's decent. And then I noticed that recently he released music that kind of sounds like Oasis, sounds like the Verve and Oasis combined. Pretty good, but it's not going to live up to this whole like rock god next level thing that hype that's going on.
What's the tied in? How do we get? I'm trying to follow the genesis of the conversation. How do we get from Vince Neil to this again?
Because I'm talking about the state of rock music right now, and how I'm looking at it as just from a commentary perspective of just, you have aging rock stars, and then the new blood that you have, young blood, ironically enough,
Right.
it just can't seem to handle handle it.
You know, the other thing there too is, and I get that connection now. But of course, symbolically, how not how how you don't even think about what the symbolism of being handed a cross is. I know it's Ozzy's, and it's a like a kind of like a knighting of sorts and all that stuff, but you're being handed a cross. You've got to carry the cross.
Right.
I mean, that's like,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you think it was all roses for even Ozzy the entire way? I mean, so it's just like
There's no such thing as being that big and having everyone like you. Like you will
in any aspect of life.
If you quadruple the people that love you, you quadruple the people that hate you.
Yeah.
And if your biggest problem are people who hate you on the internet, man, you are standing in front of 20,000 people in wherever he was,
Right.
and the first thing you think about is I can understand it because, like, believe me, I've had my fair share of internet hate comments and stuff, and when you're not used to it, like even just on the level that I've been, which is nowhere near the level he was or he is, it's like it's jarring when you see people like that. Just people judge you in a matter of seconds, matter of 2 seconds. Like, how many times have we met somebody in person? It's like when we first met our friends in Illusion. Remember when we met our friends Keith and Randy and everyone? We saw, like, we told them this story too. When we saw the first picture of our friends' band Illusion, when we were going to play a show with them, we judged them in like 2 seconds because they had leather pants and stuff. It's like, who the fuck are these guys? And then you meet them, you meet people, and you're like, yeah, you know what? I was wrong about that person. I was wrong, because you actually get to meet them. We're on the internet. Like, you don't know who the fuck I am. You see 2 seconds of me talking about something, and if you find a video of mine, you see, like, I'm talking about maybe your favorite band, watching it for the first time. So you're like, who the fuck is this guy talking about my favorite band? Oh, now he's going to try to sing the vocal line? Fuck this guy. Like, it's it's obvious. So, but you have to take that in perspective and not take things fucking personal. And then you have to go and do your try to train your mind to do your own thing and embrace the good and fucking pour everything into the art. I don't know if he's doing that. And then I see, like, an announcement that Youngblood said he's taking time off now.
Yeah,
like,
gotta go to rehab facility.
Time off, fucking yeah.
Like a mental health
Take time
break.
off.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
Take time off and pour all of that into your art. That's what people do.
Well,
that's what this.
I think ironically, well, and maybe not ironically, but on a 30,000-foot view, everybody's got to take time off. That's the whole thing.
Yep.
I mean, we all found new music, and new music was introduced to society, and people went out on tours, successful tours, for generations before there was anything social about the media. And, it's just, I understand that there are more responsibilities now if you're going to be managing and advancing a brand, even if you have big team behind you. Like this Youngblood guy, no doubt employs dozens of people who work tirelessly managing all of his affairs, booking his appearances, whatever the hell else. But you still have some responsibilities to be visible on social media. Maybe we can start rethinking that it doesn't really. You don't have to be visible constantly.
Yeah.
You can just release the song. You can just play a show, and you don't have to be everywhere.
You make a good point, because, back in the day, they would release an album. They would reappear, right? Release an album, do a tour cycle. Maybe it was extended. Then they would go away, and you might even forget about them for a little bit.
You forget about Tool for years.
Tool was like 10 years cycles, but even if it was like the 3 to 4 year cycle, and then you would get excited when they reemerged, right? Buy the album, go on go see them on tour.
Checking for the tour dates.
Yeah, get
go
a
to
magazine.
Ticketmaster.
Right? Yeah. And then they would take maybe some time off, and then now, but I think also the economics won't allow most groups to do that. They employ teams of people. What does Metallica employ? They have like 80 tractor trailers worth of gear.
They have a lot of, yeah. I forgot what the Metallica.
How many hundreds of people does Metallica is like a mini economy. So they have a responsibility to always be present, right?
Yeah.
In some ways, right?
Yeah, but you know, even with Metallica, there's a great example right there. Now, obviously, they're in the twilight of their career, and it's a glorious twilight. Of course, they're having a great time. They seem to really be loving what they're doing, and man, a fan base that's second to none. And but at the same time, and all along the way, yeah, they've had to do things. They've done all the award shows. They've been on all the radio shows and things like that. You have to go promote an album. You know what you got to do.
Going Howard, yeah, shit like that.
And then every time you put out an album, you tour on it for 4 years. Like they tour on an album for 4 years, then they disappear. They do something. I don't know what's going to come up next. If they're going to do another album, if they're going to do like an S&M, another one, they'll come up with something.
Or like they did the movies a couple of times.
Yeah. So there's probably something in the feeder, and they'll be back on tour, and I can't wait to go see them. But at the same time, they're not very active on social media, but it's just people clipping their performances.
Right.
People, are retweeting other people who are covering them. Having
Right.
fun.
They have all of the, get the reload out, get the load out.
Right. They're doing that right now.
Like fan contest type stuff. They get people to, but that's their team too. That's their social media team. Don't forget, it's not James behind there doing
and Lars.
Get the hashtag, get the load out.
Well, I saw that. I saw that. I don't know why my voice did that. Lars was doing some like selfie videos before and after the shows on this tour cycle.
Yeah,
I noticed on
but
his,
I'm sure that he takes the videos and he sends it to the
gives
social
it to
media.
someone.
He's certainly not reading the comments.
No, I know that.
He's certainly not reading.
He probably doesn't care.
Could you imagine Lars like takes the video, opens up Instagram, he's the Metallica accounts on his phone. He puts it up.
Dude.
And then he starts crying
God
because
forbid.
someone made a bad comment.
God forbid. Everything. Lars lives rent free in everybody's head. Whenever,
he does.
like for example, today I was on. I think I was on Instagram, and I saw this drum cam footage from probably like 1987 or 1988, 9, something like that. I don't know. It was early 90s. Who knows? It was Nick Menza. And he's
Megadeth, right? Yeah.
Destroying it on the drums, just destroying it. Old school. Has nothing to do with Lars. Somebody in the top comment with like 5,000 likes was Lars watched this and cried. It's like what?
Right,
No, he
but see,
didn't.
that's a testament.
People think that Lars is just like looking at drum videos all day. It's like,
If he did, he would be better.
right. Exactly. That would you're assuming then that he actually cares enough to fucking play good, and he wouldn't have to put triggers on one.
I know.
It's not even triggers. It's just fucking someone else playing it. Underneath the stage, there's a guy,
Somebody programmed those things.
They were programmed,
and it's just. So I don't know if he's got a click. If the click comes in, I can't imagine that it does. I just don't know. I wonder how they pull that off. Because they're not playing to a click the whole time. But that is very dicey to all of a sudden throw in a click on somebody in the middle of a song just because you want to do a patchwork job on some kick drum patterns that you want to make sound better. So I wonder how. Maybe it's just a sound guy that knows Lars, that knows the band so well that just that puts it in perfectly.
Or they tap the tempo in so it's like a little different every night. However, if they're playing fast or slower, they could do that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like there can be a guy physically just tapping along to their live beat. All right, we're gonna play it at this BPM today. Whatever it is,
or
182.
They are here, like ascertaining where are they right now.
Yeah.
Because that's crazy.
Saying.
But there's no way in hell he's reading that, and that's what everybody's got to start doing.
And he doesn't care. And he probably, you got to think he knows too, and he probably knows, hey, I got 80 truckloads worth of gear. I got all these like families that, I got to feed, right? Running this.
Well, Metallica directly employs a core, this is from CBS News.
Okay.
A core touring and management crew of about 130 to 150 people. However, during large stadium tours like M72, they support an extended team of 350 to nearly 1,000 workers per stop.
Yeah, think of all the people, the guy who cleans the toilets, everyone. The ancillary staff in the stadiums.
Including local stagehands, steel workers, and truck drivers.
And then you have the local food vendors who are, doing the food services. Like, there's a lot of people that.
But not only that, they have a Metallica has a huge charitable organization now.
Helping Hands, is that what it's called?
Hold on.
I think it is. Yeah, I think it's something like that.
Metallica's charitable org. What's it called? Metallica's philanthropic efforts are driven by their nonprofit foundation, All Within My Hands.
All Within My Hands.
Established in 2017, the charity focuses on workforce education, fighting hunger, and disaster relief. The foundation has invested over $17 million in students and programs globally.
Yeah.
And I know that they employ quite a few people through that alone. So that's what Lars is dealing with every day.
Yeah.
That's really what it is. But it doesn't.
He's the guy thinking of. I really think he thinks a lot of these ventures up. I don't think people are pitching him ideas. I think he's like thinking of stuff because he wheels and deals in where James goes and like it sounds like he wants to be alone in Colorado. It sounds like Lars is more of a shaking hands and kissing babies type of guy.
Indeed. Let's take another call. One last call for the night. Hello, Nordness.
Hey, good evening. How's it going?
Is this Don?
Hey.
This is Don, and One Way Mel is here as well.
It's so great. How's that T-shirt? It got to you all right? Okay.
You got the T-shirt, man.
Okay, good. All right, finally.
God,
Okay.
thank you very much for working so hard on that.
Oh, well, yeah, worked very, very hard. So tell me, what's on your mind? How'd you like the show tonight?
The show's great. We just had a recent experience with an old band, if you will.
Go ahead.
There's a new amphitheater in Minnesota, Mystic Lake, and it's a great venue. It holds 20,000 people. So we went and saw the Guess Who. So the Guess Who, if you know, is a 60s, 70s band, and they have These Eyes is one of their popular ones, and American Woman.
Yeah.
Get Away From Me. Well, these guys are, they're older, right?
Yeah.
And they put it out pretty good. I mean, they had it. I mean, it looked like at some points it was like gumming it a little bit, but he really put it out. And they also have Randy Bachman, who was in the band, and then he went to Bachman Turner Overdrive was there, and so he sang working. What's the song? Working
for a living.
Yeah.
Oh,
working for a living.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fantastic.
Yeah. So anyway, the theme was, kind of the old bands, and these guys are on a tour in the U.S. and they did a great job.
Well, I see right now that tomorrow they are going to be in Atlantic City at the Hard Rock, and then on the 16th they're going to be at Mohegan Sun.
Yeah, we were pleasantly surprised. There was lots of white hairs there, and they were jamming big time. And then so it was good. So it kind of depends on the band and what they got, right?
Yeah, and
the venue,
conditioning, and the venue too. Absolutely. Is that Mel in the background?
Yes. Hello, Frank.
Hey, Mel.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Franklin.
It's so great to have you guys on. Well, thank you for the contribution. Anything else you want to give us?
Well, just one more. We're going to go see John Cougar Mellencamp at the same place next week. So we'll see how he does, and we'll report in.
Oh, so you got a lot of cool people coming through Minnesota, huh?
It's a great lineup at that new place. I mean, Train's coming, and what's the old funk band that's coming later? But anyways, you have to look at the lineup. It's incredible.
What's the venue?
You might have to go to more shows than normal.
What's the venue?
It's called Mystic Lake Amphitheater.
Mystic Lake.
Nice.
Mystic Lake
Amphitheater in Shakopee, Minnesota. Oh, that looks beautiful from the outside.
Oh,
the sound was unbelievable, and you lined up directly with the sunset. It's beautiful.
Wow,
Nice job.
Take a look at this place. Well, thank you guys for the call.
Yeah,
you
thanks,
bet.
Frank. Have a good night.
have a good one.
Hey, take care.
Bye bye. Look at that. That's beautiful. I mean, that's a 3D rendering.
Oh wow. Look
Yeah.
at that.
Right there in the land of 1,000 lakes. Anywho, okay. Well, now that we're going to start wrapping up here, man, that's what's really what I liked about this show tonight It's really all centered about people getting out of the house and going and seeing a show. And there's a lot of shows going on out there. Nobody wants to stay home. Even the old rockers, those who can and those who are trying to keep it up. I don't know, but this makes me want to just keep getting out there and seeing places, and dare I say, even play from time to time. That would be wonderful.
Yeah. That's it. You know, just getting out there and experiencing life, being a part of a scene. You know?
And absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Well, let's see here. A couple of super chats. Safety Net says, Anthony, you rocked, and thank you, Frank, for sharing that show with us. That's from Lynn.
Thank you.
Let's see here. Gambera, thank you. Sean Joe, Music Man, says that Roth and Neil could never sing the songs like the CDs live. Could no or? I don't know. That came in jumbled. Not Your Mom says best live show of older singer Peter Murphy live in 2018 at the State Theater in Falls Church, Virginia. I was ready for awful drugged Peter, but he killed it. Peter Murphy. And Tommy Jekyll says followed the breadcrumbs in. Well, it's great to have you here. And everybody over on the YouTube, thank you. We've had a consistently great audience there tonight. And I want to keep taking that step with you. Before you leave tonight, please leave a like on this stream, and thank you for all the wonderful chatter and banter in that chat room. And thank you. We're ending the poll. Play Until You Can't has won. I think that's what it was. Play until you no longer can. That's 46%. When the fans stop showing up, 37% people say, and don't retire, reinvent yourself. That's 17% of voters. So until next time. And the next time is going to be July 31st?
Yes.
Playhouse, July 31st. We'll see you guys there. Kyle, anything you want to leave people before we go?
No, just get out there and experience life. Stop doom scrolling.
Yes.
That's it.
Did you have a good time tonight?
I had a great time. I love hanging out with you guys.
Yeah,
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, well, we'll do it again.
Likewise.
We'll do it again. We'll see what we have going on for the 31st. Maybe we could wrangle that character Tim, who's getting KJ too. Tim,
I'm joking.
If you can take a,
you could.
if you can take a bet right now, what Tim is doing at the moment. What do you think Tim is doing right now?
If I had to bet, I think he's getting pegged by a female tattoo artist that he and his wife are hosting.
Okay. I feel that could happen. I also feel like he might just be getting the shit kicked out of him. I think like if that female tattoo artist and his wife, they found something he did to be displeasurable or something, I feel like he's getting just elbows and knees right now, and he's just like begging for mercy.
And they're lovely people, by the way.
Absolutely, 100%.
You know, but he shouldn't have done what he did.
He shouldn't have. Anthony, what do you think Tim's doing right now?
I think maybe he's just doing push-ups.
I gotta stay spry. I don't know if he's watching right now. He would have texted us already, right?
No.
Let's give it 5 more seconds to see if there's a.
No.
Yeah, he's not watching.
No, he didn't even give us a like.
No, fuck him. With that last name of his.
Gorgon. That was funny. That's a good running joke.
Yeah.
We love you, Tim.
We love you, Tim.
Sorry you
Okay.
couldn't be here.
Have a good night, everybody. It's been wonderful to hang out with you.
Yes. Good night.
Yeah.
Good fight.
Oh, we should end with the. I should get one night. We should get the celebrity deathmatch music.
Oh, that's great.
Hold on.
Celebrity Deathmatch.
Thank you, everybody. It's been a good night. No, this is new. No, that's no.
That's like a cover or something.
No,
that's not it.
What's the original one? We're not going to do that to people. Celebrity Deathmatch theme.
Well, folks, we're
This
all
is
out
it.
of time. This is Johnny Gomez saying, good fight, good night.
That's it.
You know,